Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be going through lots of bits and pieces that I've decluttered. My son actually started this off because he's in between jobs and his room had got into a bit of a pickle, so he started decluttering and cleaning and sorting his room out. So I always do this time of year anyway, but yeah, I just thought, oh well, he started, so I'll carry on and do the rest of the house. So he started off by clearing out this little wooden collapsible table. It was actually my mum's, but he kept it because they used to sit up here when he was little. But he said, you know what, Mum, all my memories are in my head, they're not in the table. So he said, if you don't mind, I'll let that go. So it's quite nice. It's got two stalls and it opens out at the back, and you can have it in the kitchen or in the dining room as she did. So he's let that go, along with a load of car parts and a mirror out the bathroom that he doesn't use. And he also chucked some old toiletries out, which I think had been sitting there for 2 or 3 years, and he'd not used all of them. So there was a couple of bits that I kept, but the rest had to go in the bin. Now, to start my own decluttering off, I have 2 weights. These 2 weights. This one is 8 kilos and this one is 4 kilos. Now, I bought these last year. They were a mistake buy. This time last year I was diagnosed with osteoarthritis and I was in a lot of pain, and why I bought weights I don't know. I wanted to keep fit, but these were clearly not the right thing to buy. And I did buy a jump rope as well, which I've since sold, so I haven't got that to show you. But actually a year on, a lot of my pain has gone. I just get a lot of aches. Now, it could have been that it was to do with the menopause as well. I do have osteoarthritis, but a lot of that could have been to do with the menopause. So, and stop rushing around as well, because as you may know by now, I was in the cleaning for 38 years. So by stop rushing around, that's probably why it's gone as well. So these 2, I haven't used them. Well, maybe this little one a tiny bit at the beginning, but that's gone out the window months ago. So those 2 need to go to start off with for me. So these are the rest of the things that I've cleared out, which I will just go through with you now. So first of all, in our dresser there was this water carafe and 2 glasses, but we've never used them, and I can see by the dust on here that we have never used them. Even though they've been in a cabinet, they've still got dust in them. So we're going to get rid of those. So they will probably be resold on eBay. They're really nice, and this is nice and heavy, but as I say, we just don't use them. So those can go. And then there was a beautiful glass bowl in one of the top cupboards, but we've never used it, and it's got 5 little ones with it. It's really lovely. It's not marked, there's no watermarks on it or anything, but we just haven't used it. So that will be going. So that will probably be going on eBay as well. Some of these are for eBay, some car boot, and some will go to charity. And then there's a pan which was actually my mum's, which I've not used, so that can go to car boot. Somebody might like it for camping. And again, there was a little frying pan which I've not used. It was my mum's, so that can go. And then I have a glass vase which I've had for many years, and it has partly got some sentimental value, but the thing is, I've got other vases which my mum had literally just given me a vase for my birthday when she passed away, so that one's really precious. So I've decided to let this one go, because I have a couple of jugs as well that I love, which I put flowers in. So this was only a cheap one, but I have had it many years, in fact before I had my son, but one of them has to go. I've got too many, so that's going. And then still in the kitchen line, I have there's 2 spoons, serving spoons, which I've never used. They're just sitting there, so they can go. A cake slice, which I never use, I just use a knife, so that can go. And then nutcrackers. We don't bother using nutcrackers because we eat nuts all year round, not just at Christmas time, and you know, we generally get them from grape tree, so obviously we don't need to crack them, they're already done, so those can go. And then we have 12 steak knives and we never use them. So I thought, okay, it'll be sod's law that I'll get rid of the whole lot and then we'll want them. So I've decided to get rid of 6 of them and then maybe get rid of the other 6 at some point. So they're very nice. They're viners, but we just don't use them, so they can go. And then the other thing is an apple slicer and corer, which again I just don't use. I always use a sharp knife, so that can go. Yeah, that will go to car boot. And the spoons and cake slice and the nutcracker will go to car boot. The knives, I'm not really sure because you have to be careful about reselling on eBay with knives and also taking them to car boot. So I might put the knives onto eBay. See, because it's cutlery, I might be able to do that. That's just a freezer ice scraper, which I never use. So that will go to car boot. And then office stuff, we have 3 calculators. I use one, my partner's got one downstairs, and there's a spare one. We really don't need it, so that can go. That will probably be car boot. And then again a hole punch, which we just don't use anymore. Our bills are email online, so we don't need that. That will go to car boot. And then in the clothesline, I've got 2 Reebok leggings, which I never really used. I've worn them very minimally, so I've decided that they need to go. I've got other leggings, black ones, which I wear all the time in the warmer months, so both those can go. Sorry if I still sound funny, I've still got a little bit of a cold. And then have a long t-shirt, which I like very much because it says never give up on it, which is one of the things that I believe in, never give up. But it's a little bit tight across the shoulders, so I'm going to let that one go. I'm not comfortable in it, so that can go. And then this one somebody gave me in a bundle of clothes that they didn't want, and I kept it, but it's actually an XL. It's way too big, so that can go. And then this t-shirt I've had for many, many years. It was one of my t-shirts I used to wear when in the cleaning business, and that's actually got a hole in, so I may cut that one up for rag. And again, this one I wore many years. That's got a bleach stain on it, so that will probably be rag. And then a brand new of work trousers, which my partner bought me my last year when I was cleaning, but they were massive then. Although they're 14 regular, they're quite big. I can actually put these over the trousers I've got on. But I lost a lot of weight last year, and so they're just too big. So I think I've literally worn them just once. So those will go onto eBay. And then a pair of jeans, which came in a bundle of clothes that I bought in for resale. These are, it's Denim & Co, and they're 12s, and I thought they would fit me because I've lost weight, but they don't. There's not much stretch in them, so, and actually the crutch isn't very good, so I might take them to car boot, see if somebody wants them as cut downs for the summer, but I shouldn't put them on eBay because they're just not good enough. And then I have this lovely blouse with a giraffe on it, which I loved when I bought it, and for 2 years I just wore it solidly, but I haven't worn it, definitely not in the last year, probably the last 2 years actually, so and it's quite big, so I'm going to let that one go now, but I did enjoy that one, so that was nice. And then this jacket, which is Lazy Jack's. I remember buying this in Burley actually, when my partner and my partner and I were out for the day, and it's lovely. I've got it reduced price, and I've loved it, but I haven't worn it for at least 2 years, so it's been stuck in the wardrobe. It is a 14, but yeah, it's been washed and put away, and I just haven't worn it. So it is rather nice. It's quite thick actually, and it's got a hood and zip up. So it's a nice jacket and pockets, 2 pockets, but that will go onto eBay. I just don't wear it. And then these dungarees, which I mentioned before in one of the other videos, I have decided to let them go because they are too heavy and they are a little bit big for me. So yeah, they're what brand is that? I don't know what brand they are now. But anyway, I'm going to let them go because I have a thinner pair, a green pair, which I bought from Sea Salt a long time ago, and if I need a pair of dungarees I shall wear those. But I haven't worn those over the winter. They're thicker ones, and yeah, so those can go. And then I've got a bag here which was my mum's, which is Cotton Traders. It has the long handle as well. She used this as a hospital bag, and I kept it. I've cleaned it and kept it, but I haven't used it, so that needs to go. So yeah, that's quite a nice one. It poppers. That will probably go onto eBay. One of the zips here, the actual zip has broken, but it's a double zip, so you can still do it up. Sorry, my voice. Yeah, so that can go. And then there's a couple of sports things here. Just these were for knees, which I think they came in a bundle. A abandoned unit that I bought, which I kept, but I haven't worn them. So those are for knees. They can go to charity. And a stretchy band for exercise. I don't use those, so both of those can go. And then a hairdryer. I've very rarely used hairdryers over the years. When I was younger, perhaps when I was going out, I might want to dry my hair. But I really don't. It dries your hair out, and I'm not keen on using them. I've had this one for a long, long time, and I just don't use it. So it's got one attachment. It's quite nice actually. It's a small one, so if you wanted to take it on holiday with you, it is a Kenwood Mistral. So that does work, and so that will probably go onto eBay. And then I have a curling tongs. This is years old. It's a Boots one, many, many years old. Gosh, yeah, crikey. When I was a teenager, I think I bought these. They do still work. I mean, obviously there's lots of updated ones now. I will make sure that it does work, but that will go into car boot. I really don't want much for that. Probably just, I don't know, 50p or something at car boot. So those can go, because I can't remember the last time I used those. And then this is a manicure set that was my mum's, which again I kept. I thought I might use, but I don't. So one of the straps there has come off, but some bits she hasn't actually used. So I think I'll probably just put that into car boot, to be honest. So yeah, so that can go. And then I've got 4 nail varnishes, which again came in an abandoned unit that I bought last year for resale. And I had some fun playing about with the nail varnishes, but I'm not really a nail varnish wearer. So I have got a couple that I've kept, you know, if we go out for birthdays or whatever. But yeah, I won't use these. So there's 4 nail varnishes there that can go to car boot. You can't resell these online. They don't allow second-hand nail varnishes, so that can go. Those can go. I have a hair clip, which I've never really got on with these hair clips. So my hair's always been quite thick and it grows very quick. Even though I'm post-menopause, it still grows really quick, which I'm surprised about. But yeah, I shan't use that. I've had that a while. It's been hanging around for a while, so I'll get rid of that one. That'll go to car boot. And I have some eyeshadow, which again I haven't worn. It's number 7, it's quite old. So that will go to car boot, because again you can't sell second-hand or used makeup online. And then this is some foundation, which it's hardly been used, but I shan't use it now. So I actually bought that sheer cover. I bought that with some other stuff that was advertised on the TV a long while ago, and it was quite expensive, but I haven't used that, so that can go to car boot. And then the last 2 things are a couple of watches. This brown one I actually got free with something, can't remember where or when. As far as I'm aware it does still work, but I'll probably just take that to car boot, because I'm not going to buy a new battery to put in there. But it is actually brand new. The strap, yeah, I can tell it's not even been worn, but I did get that free, so I'm going to take that to car boot. And then this watch my mum bought for my son, but it was ever such a cheap one. It wasn't for a special occasion. It was just, you know, she just bought him a watch when they were out somewhere when he was little. But again, it has been worn, but hardly. I think only a few times. But there's no battery, or no, battery's not working. So again, I'm going to take that to car boot, and if somebody can make use of it, then that's great stuff. So I hope that I have inspired you if you were going to have a clear out, or if maybe now you've looked at this and you've thought, yeah, maybe I'll have a little bit of a clear out. It's always nice to get rid of stuff that's not used, or you know, you've grown out of it, or you know, whatever really, just any stuff. And if you know, the saying is one comes in, sends one out. So yeah, so I hope you've liked this video today, and take care of yourselves, don't get stinking cold like I did. And I will see you very soon. Bye bye for now, take care.